Hey everyone, it's Mangrel. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a quick video here on cryptocurrency. Some of you have been asking how I purchase my cryptocurrency here in Canada. So I'm going to create a quick guide using the website Newton, which is a trading platform for cryptocurrency in Canada. And we're going to try to purchase some Cardano along with stake our Cardano, which means kind of like invest it so we can actually make interest off of our coins. Before we get started, this is not financial advice, so do what makes sense for yourself. I will just show you how I do it and what makes sense for me, but you do what makes sense for you. First thing you want to do is you want to create an account with Newton, and Newton has a really good referral program. So I'll show you that here. And I'll give you my referral link in the video description. And the good thing with this program is not only does it help me, but it actually helps you as well. So as soon as you purchase your first $100 of cryptocurrency, you will actually get $25 and I will get $25. So if you're making your account, definitely appreciate you using my referral code. But hey, it'll help you as well and make your crypto journey that much easier and more exciting. There are other services in Canada. There's one called ShakePay, which is, I think, a little bit more well-known than Newton. But the problem with ShakePay is the fees are higher, along with it only really has Ethereum and Bitcoin. Whereas Newton, if you look at this, Newton has so many different coins. Yeah, it has Bitcoin, Ethereum, of course. But look, it has Cardano, it's got Doge, it's got Polkadot, all these different coins on this platform. Plus, I find that the fees are usually about half as much. So go ahead and create your account and then we'll carry on. So now that you've created your account, once you log in, you see this dashboard. So it shows you your holdings, it shows you the kind of market price of certain coins, your transaction history. It shows you all that. The first thing you want to do is you want to fund your account. So you need to add in some actual Canadian dollars so you can use that to purchase your cryptocurrency. And the way that Newton and even ShakePay does it is they will send you an email money request and you're able to fill that money request through your online banking. So most of the major banks have this functionality and most of them are free of charge as well. So what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and add funds. So I'm just going to click on add funds here. You'll have a similar experience if you do this on the iOS app or on the Android app. So I'll say add funds and I want to do it via e-transfer. It'll say how much you want to transfer. So we will say I want to transfer in $500. And here it'll tell you how much is your limit, weekly limit, transfer time, so forth. So once I put that in, I'll click on send fund request. Send fund request. And then within probably an hour or two, you should receive an actual email where you can follow that email link through and be able to actually complete that fund request. It took about an hour, but we received our e-transfer email, we funded it, and now you can see in our Newton, we have our $500 received here. So now we want to do a trade. We want to take the $500 and we want to purchase our Cardano, which it looks like it's a good time because it's down 7%. So we can go ahead and do that. So over here, we want to do a trade. And we want to do 500, so let's do max. And then, no, we don't want Ethereum. We want to do Cardano. So you can see there's so many different coins that this platform supports. Okay, Cardano. So we want to go maximum. So 500 will give us almost 150 Cardano. So review trade. And then buy. So it's really that simple. And now we should have our Cardano purchased. So now here's where we decide. Do we just keep our Cardano here and hopefully let it gain some value? Or do we just take this and we stake it, which means I want to make some interest out of this Cardano, which is a no-brainer. I think the last stat I saw said something like 78% of Cardano is staked. Because it just makes sense. I mean, I want to leave this sitting here anyway to gain value. So why not make some kind of return off of this anyway? And look, we've already lost a couple of cents here. Now that we have our funds in our Newton, you can either leave the funds there and just let hopefully the coin appreciate, or you can actually go ahead and stake the coin. And staking is, like I said, kind of investing it for a particular rate of return. The coin is not locked down. The coin never leaves your possession, but it's a way for you to get a little bit of interest off of your coin while you wait for it to appreciate. And in order to do that, you do have to use one of the two wallets that Cardano provides. You could also do it through Binance, but that's not the way that I've done it or that I've seen it recommended. So what you want to do is go to Cardano's website, and under individual, you want to choose your wallet. So I'm going to do the Uri. I'm going to say Uri. You're going to do the Uri wallet, which is a Chrome plugin. The Deadlifts wallet is a full app that runs on your computer, so it runs what's called a full node. So I'm going to do the Uri wallet. And the Uri wallet is just a plugin for Chrome. So just go download for Chrome. And you can see I've already got it installed. If I hadn't, I'll just say add to Chrome and it would be installed. So once you launch Chrome after the installation, you will have a little icon that looks like this. And once you click it, you will get a page like this. We want to create a wallet. So we'll say create a wallet. And then we want to do Cardano, create wallet. And then here, just give your wallet a name. So we'll say Mangrel. And then you want to give your wallet a password. And this is the password that you'll use anytime you're actually sending funds from this wallet. So give it a really nice, strong password. And then we'll say create personal wallet. And now here's where it's going to give you your backup phrases. So you want to make sure that you take a print screen of this, you print it, you keep it in the safe, keep this somewhere, my suggestion, offline, because if someone has this phrase, or I guess these 15 random word, then they'll be able to access your wallet. So I'll say, yep, make sure no one can see my screen, continue, and then it gives me my phrases. So now what I gotta do is get these phrases somewhere safe. And then once you've done that, you'll say, yep, I've written it down. And now it's going to ask you to confirm. It wants to make sure that you actually did write them down. And then once you do that, it asks you to confirm that you've done it correctly. So yes and yes, confirm. And then now we have our wallet set up. So we can see I've got $0 in my wallet. And this is where now you will transfer your funds from Newton into here. And in your wallet, you're going to have a receive tab. So on the receive tab, it will give you an address. So it says, here's your wallet address. So just copy that to the clipboard and then go back to Newton. And then in Newton, we want to now do a transfer. So we want to do a withdraw. And we want to do crypto to wallet. And we want to transfer all of our Cardano, so our ADA, we want to transfer it to an address. So you put in your address over here, just make sure your address is correct. So usually you're going to copy paste it, you're going to scan a QR code. You don't want to be typing this out. One little mistake and it's gone forever. And then we'll click on review, withdraw. And that's it. So you're done with Newton. So pretty much we use Newton as our kind of intermediary. Newton let us actually do the purchase, the funding, all that stuff. And then now, very simply, we've taken out of Newton and into our actual wallet. And everything we do from now on will be in our wallet. And now we're back in our wallet. So this took literally 10 seconds and we can see our ADA is over here, or I guess our ADA is over here. And we can leave it like this if we wanted to, which would be no different than leaving it sitting in Newton, but we want to actually delegate. So you see it tells me here, you haven't delegated, and it's giving me a little bit of a sad face. So what you gotta do now is pick your delegation pool. Because what we didn't mention is Cardano and ADA, it's a proof of stake kind of coin. So it's not a proof of work. So there is no mining or anything like that involved in Cardano. So if you want to make money off of this, well, either the value of the coin has to go up or you have to stake it. So let's go under delegation list. And here we're going to see a list of all of the delegation pools that we have available. The wallet has already sorted this for us based off of what it thinks is the best pool. Here's where you need to look through and see what makes sense for you. My general rule is I look for pools that aren't too full or too saturated. So here you can see that these are pretty full. So it's got 52 million ADA in there. So I would typically ignore the ones at the very top. So I would look for things that's more like 20, 30, around there. So you can look through this list and see the ones that seem to have not too many ADA in there. Because what happens is if the pool becomes too full, or they call it saturated, then the pool will make less earnings, and it may get to a point where it actually won't give you any earnings. But you can see that there are some here that have 8, some that have 21. So I would look for something like that. And then the other thing I look for is the fee. So here you can see it says 3% fee plus 340. So forget the 340, that's not as important, but the 3% is. And then this will give you the effective fee. So this is charging 9% almost. So I would avoid that. And then the last piece I look for is how much ADA has the pool owner delegated. This means like how much of their own ADA do they have in this pool. So the more of their own they have, the more that they're kind of incentivized to make sure the pool's up and running, make sure everything's going good. So here, look at this guy, 500,000. That's a lot. 4 million. Those are crazy numbers. So I spent some time looking through this and looking at my couple of criteria. So the actual rate of return, looking at the pool size, the average cost, the pledged. And the one that seemed to really check those boxes for me was one called Brada. And you can see it's only 50% full. The fee is really small, so 1.3%. He's actually put in 300,000 of his own coins in there. Plus he's actually got a Twitter as well. So you can see he's pretty invested in there. And then the final piece I checked was the historical performance. So I checked here to see historically what was the ROI. So you can see right now the 5.6%, 3.2, 5.3, 2.35. So kind of looked historically to see what it looks like this pool was actually paying out. Like we saw 6 there. So it seems like it's consistently paying decent returns. Yeah, they'll be up and down, but kind of averaging out. And you can see recently it's been paying pretty good. Yeah. So this one seemed to check my boxes. So I will just go over here, and all you gotta do is click on delegate. Now the minimum to delegate is 10 ADA, plus there'll be a 2 ADA. It's not a fee, but it's kind of a security key that gets locked in until you undelegate. But I'm just going to say delegate. So we can see here that of my 149 that I had, I will only be able to delegate 147 because of the 2.17 fee. So that's because of the whole creating of the staking key and the security key and whatnot. Okay, so it's asking me for my spending password. So I'm going to enter that spending password in here. And then from there, you just click on delegate. All right, so once you've delegated, the bottom section will fill in. It'll tell you which pool you've delegated to, and then it'll give you your upcoming rewards. So you can see here, I'm not expected to get any rewards until almost a month out, so probably 3 weeks out. And that's because of how these cycles are actually done. So I think each cycle is 5 days, and it takes you 3 cycles to be able to get rewards. So just bear that in mind. You won't get any rewards for several weeks. All right, so there you go. That's a quick tutorial on how you can go ahead and purchase some cryptocurrency. And if you decide to go with ADA, again, not financial advice, but if you do decide to go with ADA and Cardano, this is how you can actually purchase some, and you can go ahead and stake some. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.